Welcome to all the viewers and who are watching the ANI News, and this is match number 20 of the Khyber Premier Football League. Match number 20, it is Kashmir Avengers taking on SCFA. In fact, it is match number 21, and this is the Kashmir Avengers taking on SCFA, State Council Football Academy. And let's take a look at the team of the Kashmir Avengers. Shabir, Momin, Liaquat, Musab, Sharik, Ishfaq, Ayan, Farhan, Saqib, Ariz, Kevin, Shadab, Muntazir, Uwais, Burhan, Huzaif, Inayat, Junaid, Fahad. And the team officials of the Kashmir Avengers are like that. Muhammad Ali is their head coach, and Burhan is the assistant coach. Khalid is their manager, and Dr. Amir is their physio. So let's take a look at the team of SCFA. Taif is Sajjad, Ali, Jahangir, Afnan, Junaid, Monis, Faizan, Suhail, Parvez, Sahil, Zahid, Salim, Surud, Saklan, Haris, Suzanne, Waris, Farhan and Isham. It is the team officials of SCFA, or the Mahrajuddin is their head coach, Javed Ahmad their manager, and the physio is Mr. Abid. So the proceedings are just to kick off here from the synthetic turf ground JKSC Srinagar, and this is the match number 21, which is just, and the whistle has been blown. So the proceedings are kicked off here, and right now the ball is in the possession of the SCFA, and they are just playing really well. So this is the team of youngsters, SCFA State Council Football Academy, and one of the players in the team is Mr. Junaid, who is from the Crew area of Fampo, from the place I am belonging to. And here right now they are just passing each other, and one of the comrades from the SCF is just trying to go forward. And let's take a look at that. Today our guest, I will just give some glimpses about my guest today. It is Mr. Mangesh Desai, resident of Mumbai, who is right now doing a head youth development Real Kashmir FC. He is a licensed coach as well. So we will have some conversation with him as after just few minutes. He will be here in the com box with me, and here the throw in just coming in favor of the Kashmir Avengers, and he just throws it in, and one of the comrades just hold on to it, and he just passes it forward. Will there be a chance? He's just going forward, and so they are just trying to enter in that sensitive part of the ground. And once again the Kashmir, in fact SCFA player from there, and he just trying to go forward, and he kicks it very smartly, and the defender, in fact the mid defender there, and he just trying to go forward, and he successfully do so, and it is in the middle, and once again the ball is just going out of the touch line. So it will be the throw in once again, which goes in favor of the SCFA, and it is one of the comrades who is just trying to throw it in, and he throws it in, and the ball is in the near to that center line, and they are just trying. It is a very attacking mode shown by the two teams in the very beginning of the game, and so we hope that it will be a contest of a very, very smart contest. In fact, we will have to see. And here the kick comes out. It is near to the sidelines. Two fielders are converging, one from this SCFA and one from that, and it is once again Samuel just tries to cross pass it, and header comes out from the SCFA player. So SCFA in a very, very attacking mode here, and in fact it is the team of Kashmir Avengers too, who too seems to be in an attacking mode, and it is right now, and the whistle has been blown. The ball is in the hands of one of the players from the Kashmir Avengers, number 17, and it has been he's just trying to forward it to the opponents, and number 8, it is Junaid from the Crew area. He just passes it to his other player there. So here comes the free kick, and he kicks it. So let's wait and watch. This is the match number 21, which is right now going on here at the synthetic turf ground in JKSC Srinagar. The first stop has just begun, and there the whistle has been blown, and the flag comes out from the referee there. So it will be the throw in once again, which goes in favor of the Kashmir Avengers. Match number 21 between Kashmir Avengers, the man in blues belonging to SCFA, and the man in whites, or the Kashmir Avengers football team. So here goalkeeper from SCFA just tries to forward to his one of the defenders, or they very much have to role to play here, very much role they have to play, as we have seen yesterday one of the contests which ended in a draw. That was a very superficial and a very fantastic contest between the two teams. And once again there's an opportunity for SCFA. They are trying really hard here, this youngster team SCFA, and the team is the other team, opponent team is the Kashmir Avengers, and they are just trying to enter into a sensitive part. Will he be able to score a goal here? He just passes it there's to the number 11, but once again there was a possibility which has been well backed, or we would say well tackled there by one of the from the players of SCFA. And right now it is a very fantastic contest going on in the beginning of the 21st match of this Khyber Premier Football League 2021. And the throw-in goes in favor of the SCFA, and there comes a kick, very good kick, and once again the whistle from that referee, and so it will be the free kick goes in favor of this time to the Kashmir Avengers, and he kicks it. Kick is very beautiful, and header comes out from one of the players from Kashmir Avengers. In fact, it's a foreign player there, Samuel I think he is, and he's just trying to go forward, but the goalkeeper comes out and he collects it and passes it to his one of the defenders who is playing on the right side, and he forwards it to his other comrade there who is nearer to the touch lines, and there is something, I think he was blocked there by one of the players from Kashmir Avengers. So throw, in fact it is the free kick which goes in favor of the SCFA. Mr. Mahrajuddin Wadu is there. He is SCFA coach, and he is showing something towards the players, and hope the team of SCFA will be come back with a bang, and everybody might be hoping so. So is their coach Mahrajuddin Wadu, who is in near to the touch line. Is outside there in the dugouts, standing there. He is just trying to go forward. A very nice passing, and he cross passes it. It bisects 2-3 players from the SCFA, and he forwards it. Will there be a chance? Will he gonna create some chance there? No, he doesn't. He was just trying to kick it by himself, but goalkeeper comes out and collects it very easily, and there is no damage done to the team of SCFA. He just passes it and forward with the passing, and it has been well blocked there by one of the players. And once again the position of the ball taken here by the Kashmir Avengers Football Club. He passes it to his other player who is near to the touch line. There some tussle going on between the two players, but one player has kicked it, and he just passes it to his other comrade there with number 25 from Kashmir Avengers. It is Kevin. In fact, I was just mentioning that Simon, but it is Kevin there, and Kevin couldn't hold on to it, and once again it was just trying to go to that goal line, outside the goal line. Kevin kicks it, but once again it was a deflection from one of the players from SCFA. So right now both the teams are looking in the very beginning in the possibility of some goal here. They are trying really hard, so let's wait and watch who will be the first team here to be able to score a goal. We have to wait and watch. So here the Junaid is trying to go forward, and there is no one, but one of the players just trying to go forward there, number 2, but it is once again gone out of the touch line. So the throw-in comes in favor of the Kashmir Avengers, I think. No, it is in fact SCFA's player who is just going to deliver a throw-in here, and a very nice game we would expect it today. And during this period of time, it is the first match. We aren't watching too much of crowd in the stands, but during the second match, in fact it's starting on 4 p.m. And we are watching too many of crowds coming in the we would say that large numbers coming towards the ground. And here he's just trying to go forward. One of the comrades, number 10, he's just trying. Oh, there was a foul committed, but the referee's whistle hasn't been blown there by the referee, so it wasn't declared as a foul, and the goalkeeper by his kick just forwards to his defender there, and defender just going forward. He's just trying to pass it to other one there. He kicks it over the central line, and it is gone. One of the wide fielders there who is on the left side there, he's just trying to go forward, but it's been safely collected there by SCFA goalkeeper, and he forwards it to his right out just goes to his forward player. In fact, the midfielder just passes it beautifully. There's a possibility, but the number 3 from Kashmir Avengers tackled it beautifully, just passes it forward. Once again, the possession of ball is in the 4 number of Kashmir Avengers, and it has gone out of the line. So the flag once again comes out from the referee, and so it will be the free kick which goes in favor of the Kashmir Avengers. It's the goalkeeper of Kashmir Avengers Football Club. Placed it on a right. In fact, it is SCFA's goalkeeper, and he placed it into a right spot there. And the whistle comes out from the referee there. It's a very, very nice bright sunshine right now. It's in the middle of the day. Today it is Thursday. And today it's a holiday here in Kashmir part. Most of the departments are closed today. Might be watching in the news at homes. Who might be a football lover, might be watching the TV sets on any news channel, the live telecast of this Khyber Premier Football League. This is match number 21, which is in progress between the two teams. The Blues team belonging to the team of SCFA, and the team in whites is the team of Kashmir Avengers. Let's wait and watch. Whistle has been blown, so it will be the free kick which goes in favor of Marajuddin Vodo. Is there giving some tips to the players that what sort of a strategy you need to apply on the field, and what kind of a defense it should be, and what kind of a defense, in fact striking, you need to apply. And they are one of the players from Kashmir Avengers was on the ground, but fortunately he's up on his. He was. And here the free kick goes in favor of Musab. Will gonna deliver it, goes in favor of the Kashmir Avengers. And here he kicks it. Will they turn this kick into a goal? No, they doesn't. And it has gone out of the goal line. So the danger which was mounting on the team of SCFA has been turned very clearly by the players. In fact, it was a deflection from the head and goes out of the goal line there. So no damage done to the team of SCFA. Here he's trying, they are just going up to kick it, and it is in possession of this SCFA's, and they are just trying to go forward. You see, forwards, it was one of the, in between comes the player from the Kashmir Avengers. So it will once again be the throw in which goes in favor of Kashmir Avengers. Number 12 is just going to deliver it in, and he throws it in, and Kevin is just trying to tackle with it but can't, and once again out of the line. So this time the throw comes in favor of the SCFA. He kicks it towards the middle, and there was some chest work going on here. Kevin is just trying to pass it to his other comrade there, but well tackled there by the SCFA players. They are defending the line very clearly till now, because 2-3 chances in these minutes of the game have gone in their favor, but well tackled there by the SCFA. Lord, this sort of a strategy they just absolutely does need to have, because if they want to remain in the game, as we have seen 2 of the games they played, they have lost those games. So in this game, if they want to show something, their defense line should be, they should apply himself or themselves as a rock of Gibraltar there, and so they have shown till now. So here the ball goes into the sensitive spot, and one of the players just trying to go there, but he doesn't. So very clearly collected here by the goalkeeper from Kashmir Avengers FC, and he kicks it into the middle, and there it has been once again deflected towards him. So once more he has to deliver a kick here, and he kicks it over the central line, and header comes out from one of the players from SCFA. It is a very fantastic contest going in bright sunshine, as you can watch it on your television sets, and you can watch it on Facebook Live as well, ARN News, and on YouTube channels you can enjoy the live glimpses of this contest which is going on between these two teams. You can watch some spectators on the stands, and our cameraman is just trying to show some sort of glimpses. There is some old age persons too are watching, and this game of football is being most watchable sport in the globe. And kicks it forward, and one of the players from Kashmir Avengers is just trying to go forward. Kevin is just trying to go forward. He's marching very smoothly, very swiftly, and he passes it to his other comrade. They're passing. He just bisects two players there, but it was a very nice attempt there. So the corner kick which goes in favor of the Kashmir Avengers. Will they gonna turn worse? But it has been gently. He just pushed it to his other player there, and the header comes out from one of the players, defenders we would say, and he just forwards it. And this is sort of a strategy they need to apply if they want to be in the game. Is Kashmir, in fact, SCFA team, the team of youngsters. And the traffic is right now going on here and there, moving towards Lalchuk, and some are coming back from Lalchuk towards Dalgate. It's a very nice contest going on. So let's wait and watch who will be the first team here to score a goal. And the 25 is just marching towards, he just passes it to his number 11. Number 11 just he is just dribbling it, and he dribbles it back, pass given to the one of the players, but the header comes out from the defender, and it's a very nice attempt there. And once again it has gone over the lines and into the stands, so the ball will just be back, and it will be thrown towards the goalkeeper belonging to SCFA. So we warmly welcome our guest, who is Mangesh Desai. As I was talking about him, I was just giving some of the some sort of a news about him, that he's a resident of Mumbai. He's head youth development coach, Real Kashmir FC, and he's an A license coach. A license coach is not, we haven't seen too many here in Kashmir. It is a rare news that someone who is an A license coach, and we warmly welcome our guest, Mr. Mangesh Desai. So welcome, sir, in our combox. Hello, and how are you?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing great. Been following the Premier Division for since its beginning, and a really good competition, and really happy to be here.
Yes, so thank you so much. Yes, we were going to talk about you, and we are just trying to pass a message to our viewers who is Mangesh Desai, and we were going to just ask that question to you as well. Where are you from? And let's wait and watch. There's some sort of a chance which has been created. Will they? Yes, that does. Kevin has just managed to send it back of the net. So the Kashmir Avengers team got off the mark with the bang, and the player from foreign country has done so. So it's Kashmir Avengers with his iconic celebration, like we say, like we did the Caribbean celebration, and out he goes. And he just was embraced by one of the players who was sitting out in the dugouts, as you can see in the replays as well. How well he managed there to tackle between the legs of some players there, and he just sent it into the back of the net. So the Kashmir Avengers, as simple as it was, off the mark with the bang. सर, आप से बातचीत यहाँ पर जारी रहेगी. आप मुझे ये बताइए सर कि आप कहाँ रहते हैं और आप इस वक्त किस टीम की इस वक्त नुमाइंदी कर रहे हैं, और आप ये बताइए कि आप एज ए क्या काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर रियल कश्मीर में. तो बिल्कुल आप काम कर रहे हैं, और आप मुझे बताइए कि आप कहाँ रहते हैं और आप यहाँ पे किस टीम के साथ हैं.
जी, बेसिकली आई एम फ्रॉम मुंबई, बट फुटबॉल, being involved in football, I've lived all over the country, from Bangalore, Delhi, South, or even Northeast. So I've had an opportunity to work in different environments and different cultures. So it's my first time here in Kashmir. I've been here for last 2 months. Or I've seen the level here really good. The leagues, the way it is organized. It's really encouraging for the youngsters to be part of the league, and it's really nice to see players there on the field 1:30 in the afternoon, just putting their 100%, and more important, I think, is the kind of coverage that is happening for this particular league. It's really encouraging to see, because when the youth watch such matches live, they of course will be more encouraged and motivated to be part of the game.
Mr. Mangesh Desai, that you are from Mumbai, so how difficult was this journey from Mumbai to Kashmir? Talk about that as well.
The weather, yes, the weather is very different from back home, but yeah, I'm getting used to it. It is lovely weather to play football, especially because the temperature and the humidity is not that a big factor compared to back home. So yes, it's quite pleasant at the moment, and I'm told it's going to get cooler as we progress. But yes, it's nice, and it's good to see football being played throughout the day, which doesn't really happen in some parts.
So just ask you one more question here. So have you switched from? Have you played any for any club, or you just switched to coaching? Like I have never played a football by myself, but I am doing commentary. So have you been in the football, or have you played by yourself as well, or you just switched to coaching directly?
No.
Just tell it to our viewers who might be listening you.
Yes, definitely. I played at youth level back home till state level, even for the state at nationals, but not beyond, not professionally as such. I had a chance, unfortunate injury when I was quite young, and then I switched to coaching around 10 years back because that was something interesting. That was something I felt was quite rewarding, working with youth teams, working with the youth, especially connecting with the youth. It's something that I find very interesting, and helping them, assisting them, getting better at their game, getting better as individuals. It's something that really motivates me.
So yes, there will be a conversation with you, which will, right now the team of Kashmir Avengers, they are off the mark and they are leading the charts with 1-0 against the Sports Council Football Academy. And once again is the throw in which goes in favor of Kashmir Avengers. He just throws it to his one of the fielders there, midfielders, who is just trying to converge and bisects between the two players. Is one of the Kashmir Avengers player. He just passes it to his other comrade there. And so it's a very nice contest, but till now the Kashmir Avengers as well as the SCFA, there's a chance, will they gonna turn? Oh, absolutely, that's gone out of the goal line. So this was a very rare chance we could see for the team of SCFA. They can't get such a sort of chances very frequently, so this was a chance for them. But here in fact it's the corner kick which goes in favor of the SCFA. So we are here in conversation with Mr. Mangesh Desai, who is a resident of Mumbai, head youth development Real Kashmir FC, and he is an age licensed coach. Sir, let's talk about that right now this tournament, this league is being played at the synthetic turf. So what is the difference, and what sort of is there a much more difference between playing at the synthetic turf and playing at a natural turf? So can you just enlighten it? So how difficult it is is it difficult to play on a synthetic turf, or is it difficult to play on a natural turf?
Of course, the surface is different. On a natural pitch, the ball moves much more faster as compared to a synthetic turf. But the advantage of having a synthetic turf is that you can play throughout the year. A lot of places, especially places like Mumbai, Kerala, there are a lot of synthetic turfs because during the monsoon, otherwise it is impossible to play on natural pitches. But almost most of the international matches, most of the league matches, I-League, they happen on natural pitches. But as youth development, as training from a training point of view, I think the synthetic turf is really good because you don't really have to suffer because of weather conditions. So also the maintenance of natural turfs is not as easy. It has to be maintained and it has to be kept. The upkeepment of the natural turf is not always easy. So from a training point of view, yes, I think synthetic turfs play a very good role. But once they progress, once it is a serious competition, then of course natural turfs
So I would say that the natural turf is to play on a natural turf. But I just want to, there's one more question in my mind, that how difficult it is for a player who just grown up himself in a synthetic turf and to switch then in a natural turf. How difficult it is for them to switch onto a natural turf?
Yeah, it is initially it is a bit difficult because the pace, like I said, pace of the game is much faster in a natural turf. So yes, initially it becomes a challenge for the players to to make that switch. But once they get used to it, once they get used to the pace of the ball, once they get used to the bounce and the way the ball travels on a natural pitch, they adapt. Yes, because it's important to adapt to different situations and different surfaces. But yes, initially it is a challenge. But once they get used to it, like I said, the players do adapt quickly.
So talk about the youth in Kashmir who are just playing in this league as well as who are not playing, as you have been here. So you can just talk about the talent which comes out here from this part of the India. So just talk about that talent, what you have seen here in Kashmir, and I just want to know as well from how long you have been here, and you just tell about what sort of talent here we have.
Yeah, I've been here for last couple of months, and I've seen a lot of teams, a lot of youth players on the field performing. And like I said earlier, I think the youth here, they are. Oh, that's a good tackle. They are, like I said, they're very hardworking. They're very determined. They don't give up easily. So those are really good qualities to have in players. Also, we've had some international players. Wadu is here coaching the SCFA team. Yes, he's here. He's an inspiration for the youth. He's played for some of the top teams in the country, played for the national team as well. So he's definitely an inspiration for the youth of Kashmir. But like I said, the technical level, yes, that is something that needs a lot of improvement, and that can happen once the grassroots. Oh, there's a goal.
So here it is once again, the ball has been sent into the back of the net. So the goal number 2 here for the Kashmir Avengers. It's the number 7 Saqib, who just hit a cracker, we would say, into the back of the nets. So it is the 2-0, and the Kashmir Avengers are leading the charts against this young team of SCFA. Oh, what a cracker that was. The goalkeeper tried his hard, he was in the air, but his excellency, he was just trying to save that but couldn't, and it is the number 2 on the board for the Kashmir Avengers. So we are here in conversation with Mr. Manganesh Desai, and sir, I am just want to ask you some important question here. How difficult it is for you to become an A licensed coach? How many sacrifices you have given? And it is not an easy task to become an A licensed coach, as we all know that it is the rarest of the rarest. We have seen such kind of coaches. As how difficult was your journey to become an A licensed coach, and what sort of sacrifices you have gone through? And it is not easy. You have to have need to have sort of money for this, and you need to have work hard for this as well.
Yes, definitely. It's a very challenging course. Not just A license, but the whole journey, right from D license onwards. But most important is to be with the game. That I think is most important. Of course, the licenses help to get more experience and to get more exposure. But what is more important is to be on the field every day. That is very important with the youth teams, with senior teams. But once you are involved in the game every day, once you have different experiences and different situations, so then it becomes easier when you progress to in your licenses to manage those situations. So yes, it is challenging. It is hard work. Of course, expensive as well, because the courses happen all over the country and multiple times. So yes, it is. But like I said, once you are involved in the game, once you are on the field every day, it is not that difficult. Once you are like I said, completely involved.
Yes, sir. And here is one more question which would to be asked to you. And here, one of the Kashmir Avengers players just trying and he just forwards to his goalkeeper, who kicks it out, and it is near to the central line. And number 18 just with his heel just trying to go forward, and he just kicks it. It is in the center of the circle, and once again the kick comes out, and there was a player, one from Kashmir Avengers and one from the SCFA. Will there be a chance for Kashmir? Oh my goodness, that was an easy chance he could have sent. There were two players, strikers in fact, converging, but he was just trying to go for the bang by himself, but doesn't. And once again it has crossed the goal line. So sir, my next question to you is, as you might have worked with many clubs in India, and how sort of a talent you have seen now? You are working with the Real Kashmir FC. How sort of a talent you can differentiate that from which you have seen in India, or you have seen in what sort of a talent you have seen in Kashmir?
Yes, like I said, it's the talent is definitely there. Not just here in Srinagar, but in other districts as well. We've been to a few districts and we've seen the youth program there. The talent is definitely there. Almost missed. So yes, but they need opportunity. They need a platform to showcase that talent. So it is very important that we have a structure, a pathway for those players. For instance, the youth league, the AFF have their youth I league. We also need to have youth leagues at the state level, at the district level, where they get a chance to perform. They get seen by other teams, by other clubs, and then maybe get a chance to go to academies. There are a lot of academies, residential academies all over the country that recruit talented players, and then they hone their talent and get them to a senior level. But yes, the raw talent is definitely there. I've seen some really good players in my time here. But we need to give them a chance. We need to give them a platform to.
Yes, certainly they need a chance. They need such a sort of platform, and they need some sort of facilities, as we say that, so that they can hone it in and they can show their talent at the biggest level. So here it is right now. The possession is in the hands of the Kashmir Avengers. He's just trying to go forward and well blocked there by one of the players from JKFA. And so my next question to you would be that. What sort of competitions you might have seen from the past 3 months? You are saying that I have gone to other districts as well. It's not only in Srinagar, but in the other sort of districts I went, and there I have saw so much of talent. So, what is the challenging point here in J&K for the players to complete for their dream?
Some of the challenges that we faced is definitely traveling. I think traveling is one of the issues because the distances are quite high. When you have to come to matches here, the players have to travel long distances. So yes, that distance is an issue. So what we are trying to do is, instead of getting them here to Srinagar, we are trying to set up centers in those districts where they don't have to travel. They can train within their locality, and they can maybe travel just for matches or just for tournaments. So those are the things that we are working on. So yes, traveling is another issue. Facilities, of course, grounds are not readily available in all districts. So we are trying to work with schools and other institutions who have those facilities, and we try and use those facilities to make the best use of those existing facilities and give them a chance to train there. And like I said, only travel distances, long distance, when they have to play matches or tournaments.
Sir, as you mentioned the school level, as I was just, this question is in my mind, and I was just trying to ask it yesterday, one of the guests of us, but I couldn't got the time, and right now I am just trying to ask it to you. And tell me, sir, about that what sort of an importance education plays in the sports. And I think, from my perspective, that if this sort of a game will be just put into the school levels, and with the education, and simultaneously they will get the chance to become a footballer as well. So is it better for the schools, or is it better for the schools to have such sort of a programs with regard to football, or be it in cricket?
Yes, definitely. Sports is a very important aspect of individual development. It's of course, academics and sports should always go hand in hand. It is not one for the other. Because if you do a study, I'm sure you will find that players who play some sort of sport have a much faster and much advanced brain. They can make decisions faster, because in football you have split second to make decisions. If you can see, okay, one you have to decide very quickly, so their decision making is much better compared to someone who's not played a certain sport. So that decision making can be applied in academics as well. So yes, sports and academics can go hand in hand, should go hand in hand, and there should be a balance. It's not just one for the other. Like I said, both are important in individuals' overall development, and schools and colleges should encourage sports in some form for the players' overall development. And in the end, if nothing else, they are much healthier. That's more important than anything else.
Yes, absolutely. And my co-commentator here just marked his way into the combox, and he was a bit late today as well. Mr. Shafi Para, we just have our guest here in. It is Mr. Mangesh Desai. He is from Mumbai, and he is right now doing head youth development Real Kashmir FC, and he is a licensed coach. So, sir, my question to you with regard to this league, that this is probably the first league here in Kashmir which has been given the live coverage by ANA News and in collaboration with the Frisk Films production. So what are your views with regard to that?
Oh, I've seen some of the matches. Yes, I think the coverage is fantastic. This is the first time, like you said, the Premier Division of the JKFA league has been broadcast all over the world, and I think this will motivate, like I said, it will motivate youngsters who are watching this league, who might not be able to come here and watch every time, to motivate them to be part of the game and maybe hopefully play in this league sometime. I think it is very important for raising the popularity of the game, to raise the profile of the game, because that's where the sponsors come in. That's where the whole football environment develops. So yes, live coverage is very, very important for any sporting event.
So here the yellow card has been shown by the referee to the goalkeeper belonging to JKFA, and he was not he was just trying to kick it, and he kicked it in a very harsh manner. So the yellow card was shown. It's a warning to the goalkeeper belonging to JKFA, and it is right now the team of Kashmir Avengers leading the charts. And here we have our co-commentator here, so let's move the mic towards him, and he might have asked some of his own questions towards our guest Mr. Mangesh Desai. And here it is over to Shafi Parana.
Thank you so much, Irshad. And it has been a walk of 3 kilometers once again. It is lovely to be the part of one of the renowned and reputed coaches throughout, and coming from Mumbai and in Kashmir, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir and territory. And yeah, definitely we'll be asking him some questions regarding football with his some sheer experience about the particular game. Meanwhile, match is going here. Man in purple versus man in white. It's match number 21st of this Khyber Premier Football League 2021, which is being organized by Jammu and Kashmir Football Association in collaboration with JK Sports Council, presented by AMRL Labs and Shamrock, where young minds grow, and powered by Arise Hyundai. The match is live on the planet of ANA News, presented by Frisk Film Productions, and as our guest, he has already reported on the well stipulated time here. And so I would be asking some more questions regarding that. What kind of difference you feel between the talent of Mumbai and Jammu and Kashmir, in Kashmir particular, because you have been a witness of both the territories, both the big cities or big like Maharashtra is a very large state of India, and Jammu and Kashmir is also at the number 6th. So what kind of difference you feel between the two talents?
I've had the opportunity to work all over the country, not just Maharashtra. Been to Maharashtra, in the northeast, Delhi, south, all over. First time here in Kashmir, like said earlier, it's the talent is definitely there. The players here are really hardworking, really determined, really. They don't give up easily. They have those qualities are very, very important especially in football. The intensity of the games are really good. Like you can see here, some of the play is really good, high intensity, and really entertaining watch. But the challenge here, that's a good shot, hit the post. What I would say is the technical level compared to the other parts of the country. That's something that I think can be improved, and one way of doing that, like I said earlier, is to start early. Oh, wonderful save. Excellent save.
Absolutely, I will like to interrupt you. That was an acrobatic save, and he pulled off an amazing stop there, and that was swinging in the air just in front of the corners, over the in front of crossbars. He had just chipped it over, and that was a terrific approach by the goalkeeper. This is what exactly the goalkeepers are supposed to do, and he did it. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes, that was a wonderful save. Like I said, yes, the technical level could be much better if they start early. They start or maybe around under 6, under 8, and when they get comfortable on the ball, they play a lot of matches, they play a lot of leagues. That's where you can see the team, the players getting to the national level. And we've had some players like Ishfaq and Mehraj who've been part of the top clubs here in the country and part of the national setup, who've come through this system and come through Kashmiri football, which I'm sure is a motivation for the youth as well.
I think I would like to speak in Urdu as well, because a lot of people who can understand the level of the language very correctly, so that the message will go through. एक क्वेश्चन मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि जो एक आइडियल एज है फुटबॉल को सिखाने के लिए, जहाँ पर एक कोचिंग शुरू होनी चाहिए एक बच्चे की, अमूमन जो बड़े बड़े कोचेस होते हैं वो बोलते हैं कि 5-6 साल की उम्र में इसकी शुरुआत कर दो स्कूलिंग फुटबॉल की, अगर वो आप फुटबॉल में जाना चाहते हैं। तो चूँकि एजुकेशन का भी फैक्टर रहता है, चूँकि दोनों चीज़ों को आपको साइमल्टेनियसली हासिल करना है, एजुकेशन को भी, स्पोर्ट्स को भी आगे लेके जाना है, तो क्या हमारे इंडिया में ऐसे स्कूल्स हैं जहाँ पर दोनों चीज़ें साथ ही साथ होती है? एक तो बच्चे का टैलेंट आगे लिया जाएगा जिस प्रोफेशन में वो जाना चाहते हैं, पर्टिकुलरली वी आर हियर इन फुटबॉल, तो हम फुटबॉल की बात करेंगे। कितने स्कूल्स ऐसे हैं, या मुंबई से आप आ रहे हो, आप जम्मू कश्मीर में भी आपने कितने स्कूल्स ऐसे देखे जहाँ पर दोनों चीज़ों को आगे ले जाने की कोशिश की जा रही है?
जी, अभी काफ़ी स्कूल्स है, काफ़ी इंस्टीट्यूशंस है जो ये दोनों को साथ में करने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं। लाइक अभी अगर आप एग्जांपल लोगे रेसिडेंशियल एकेडमीज़ के, जो AIFF की जो रेसिडेंशियल एकेडमीज़ है, जो क्लब्स की रेसिडेंशियल एकेडमीज़ हैं, वहाँ पर मैंडेटरी है कि आपका एकेडमिक्स भी साथ में होना चाहिए। इट्स नॉट जस्ट फुटबॉल ट्रेनिंग, बट उनका जो बेसिक स्कूलिंग होता है वो भी मैंडेटरी है। सो इट इज़ नॉट वन और द अदर। सो the federation also understands कि both are important aspect of the players development. So दोनों चीज़ें साथ में होनी चाहिए। काफ़ी स्कूल्स है, काफ़ी इंस्टीट्यूशंस है जो स्पोर्ट्स को और एकेडमिक्स को एट द सेम लेवल मायने देते हैं। सो वो बहुत कम स्कूल्स है अनफॉर्चुनेटली, बट हमें चाहिए कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्कूल्स और ज़्यादा इंस्टीट्यूशंस प्रमोट करें प्लेयर्स को, प्रमोट करें स्पोर्ट्स पीपल को, और उनको थोड़ा लीवे दे। क्योंकि स्पोर्ट्स में अगर आप ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं तो जो नॉर्मल जो नहीं कर रहे हैं उनसे उनका जो आउटपुट होता है वो काफ़ी अलग होता है। अभी अर्ली मॉर्निंग ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो उनको थोड़ा रेस्ट की ज़रूरत होती है, डाइट उनका अलग होता है क्योंकि उनको ज़्यादा एक्सर्ट करना होता है। तो जो एक स्पेशल केस पे या स्पेशल उनको कुछ अगर स्पेशल क्लासेस अरेंज करना हो तो ऐसे उनको हेल्प करना चाहिए। उनके लिए कुछ अगर अलग कुछ करने की ज़रूरत पड़े तो होना चाहिए, बिकॉज ये जो एफर्ट जो लगाते हैं वो is much different from someone who's not maybe playing a certain sport. They train twice a day or maybe once a day, 2 hours 3 hours. Physically काफ़ी demanding होता है। तो काफ़ी इंस्टीट्यूशंस में, काफ़ी स्कूल्स में और काफ़ी एकेडमीज़ में स्पेशल क्लासेस होते हैं इनके pertaining to that particular age group.
बिल्कुल, टू बी कंटिन्यूड। इनसे बात और गुफ्तगू जारी रहेगी फुटबॉल के, और बहुत ही बड़े कोच है, पूरे इंडिया में काफ़ी मशहूर है, और अल्लाह ताला ने इनको इज़्ज़त बख्शी है। रियल कश्मीर के साथ इस वक्त इनकी जो है उनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चल रहा है, बहुत ही बड़ा नाम है। मंगेश देसाई जी हमारे साथ इस वक्त बीचों बीच एनएन फ्रिस्क फिल्म प्रोडक्शन के कॉम बॉक्स में, और जिस वक्त जो मैच चल रहा है तो ये है स्पोर्ट्स काउंसिल फुटबॉल एकेडमी, उनका मुकाबला हो रहा है कश्मीर एवेंजर्स के साथ। तो दोनों टीमों जो है अभी तक गोल करने में 2 गोल्स हुए हैं अभी, और कश्मीर एवेंजर्स ने अभी 2 गोल्स किया है स्पोर्ट्स काउंसिल फुटबॉल एकेडमी को। तो बात यहाँ पर जारी रहेगी टैलेंट के बारे में, फुटबॉल के बारे। तो यहाँ पर चूँकि बहुत फुटबॉल जम्मू कश्मीर फुटबॉल एसोसिएशन जो ऑर्गेनाइज़ करती है, क्या जो पूरा टैलेंट है इसकी जो जिम्मेदारी है वो JKFA आती है, या हमारे जो डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड एसोसिएशंस होती है जैसे DFA है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे जो एसोसिएशंस होती है, तहसील लेवल पे जो एसोसिएशंस होती है, या कुछ प्राइवेट एसोसिएशंस भी अपनी लेवल पे काम करती है, कि कौन हम इसके लिए ज़िम्मेदार ठहराएंगे जो टैलेंट को ज़्यादा बेहतर तरीके से आगे ले जाएगा? वो तो उस चीज़ के बारे में आपकी क्या राय है?
देखिए डेवलपमेंट स्टेक जिसको हम बोलते हैं स्टेक होल्डर्स तो सभी है, राइट फ्रॉम फेडरेशंस टू क्लब्स टू स्कूल्स, सब इम्पोर्टेंट स्टेक होल्डर्स है इन ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट। बट जब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की बात आती है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जैसे आपने बताया डिसेंट्रलाइज, जितना डिसेंट्रलाइज होगा उतना ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए इजी होता है, क्योंकि यहाँ से बैठकर आप कोई डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में ऑर्गेनाइज करना इतना इजी नहीं होता। बट मैंने काफ़ी देखा है डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी काफ़ी टूर्नामेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज करती है, मैंने काफ़ी फॉलो किया है, जो वीकेंड टूर्नामेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज करती है, 1 डे 2 डे टूर्नामेंट्स करती है, जो बहुत अच्छी बात है। प्लेयर्स और टीम्स ट्रैवल करती हैं वहाँ पे टूर्नामेंट खेलने के लिए, बहुत अच्छी बात है। बट मेरा पर्सनल सजेशन यही रहेगा कि इंस्टेड ऑफ टूर्नामेंट्स अगर आप लीग्स ऑर्गेनाइज करें जो ज़्यादा टाइम तक चले, जैसे अभी आप ये प्रीमियर डिवीज़न देख रहे हैं अराउंड 2 मंथ्स या 1.5 मंथ 2 मंथ्स चल रही है, वैसे अगर लीग्स यूथ में या अंडर 18 लेवल्स में लीग्स चले जो 4 मंथ्स 5 मंथ्स 6 मंथ्स चले, जिनमें एवरी वीकेंड मैचेस हो, ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर में काफ़ी अच्छा डेवलपमेंट होता है। बिकॉज आप कोई भी फुटबॉल एनवायरनमेंट देखें तो वो लीग एनवायरनमेंट है। आप मे बी वेदर इट्स आई लीग और ISL और प्रोफेशनल लीग जो बाहर आउट ऑफ इंडिया देखते हैं, वो एक लीग एनवायरनमेंट होता है जहाँ पर एवरी वीकेंड मैचेस होती है और वो लीग 6 महीने 8 महीने चलती है। आई अंडरस्टैंड वहाँ वो एवरी टाइम पॉसिबल नहीं होगा, बट एज अ प्लेयर डेवलपमेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एक लीग स्ट्रक्चर में होना बहुत ज़रूरी है उनके डेवलपमेंट के लिए। तो वो लेट्स से मंडे टू फ्राइडे प्रैक्टिस करे और वीकेंड में मैचेस खेलें, और वो लीग चले मे बी 3 मंथ्स 4 मंथ्स 5 मंथ्स, जैसे आपके पास फैसिलिटीज़ है, जैसे आपके पास ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का कैपेसिटी है, बट जो एंगेजमेंट पीरियड है वो लंबा होना चाहिए।
Absolutely. Head of Youth Development at Real Kashmir Football Club, Mangesh Desai. And Mr. Mangesh is also AFC A license coach Mumbai, AIFFD course instructor. He is also former AIFF technical officer and head coach of Rajasthan Football Club. So in front of the screens, I think we will not take your further time. So आखिरी सवाल मेरी तरफ से, उसके बाद इरशाद की तरफ से एक और सवाल रहेगा। क्या मैसेज देना चाहोगे आप हमारे यंगस्टर्स के लिए? रियल कश्मीर मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त काम कर रहा है, बहुत ही अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म उनको मिल रहा है, एंड दे आर प्रूविंग देयर एसेट, देयर टैलेंट, एंड आई थिंक दे हैव बीटन सम वंडरफुल क्लब्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री, एंड दे आर एब्सोल्युटली वंडरफुल क्लब्स दैट वी हैव। वाकई में स्नो लिपर्ड्स जिनको कहा जाता है, एंड दे आर एब्सोल्युटली प्रूवन इट। तो क्या मैसेज रहेगी आपकी सारे फुटबॉलर्स के लिए जो आगे जाना चाहते हैं?
जी, मेरा एक ही मैसेज रहेगा कि आप every day you just get on the field and work hard. That's the only message I would like to give, because football में कब आपको कब opportunity मिले कोई बता नहीं सकता, but if you're on the field working hard every day, I'm sure you will get the next development in your pathway, and most important is to get on the field and do your work, do your practice and do your matches every day.
अच्छा, मौसम का इस पे कोई असर है? क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो मौसम है दैट्स वेरी डिफरेंट एज कम्पेयर टू द अदर स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया। तो उसके बारे में आपकी क्या राय है?
नहीं, मैंने पहले बात करी थी, ये एक एडवांटेज है इनके लिए, प्लेयर्स के लिए, कि यहाँ का मौसम काफ़ी अच्छा है। देखिए अब 2:30 हो गए आफ्टरनून में, यहाँ पर मैच चल रही है। अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेसेस इन द कंट्री इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल टू हैव अ मैच एट 2:30 इन द आफ्टरनून ऑन अ सिंथेटिक टर्फ। सो यस, द एडवांटेज है, और आई एम श्योर यहाँ के यंगस्टर्स उसका पूरा फ़ायदा उठाएंगे।
और इरशाद प्लीज़।
सर, मेरा आपसे आखिरी सवाल जो रहेगा कि यहाँ पर आप तो रियल कश्मीर के साथ इस वक्त जुड़े हुए हैं, तो आपको यहाँ पर क्या कोई और इनविटेशन आ गई है कि आप जो है दूसरे क्लब के साथ भी यहाँ पर क्लब अप करके कि उनको भी थोड़ा सा इस बारे में सिखाएं?
नहीं, ऐसे तो कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है, बट डेफिनेटली अगर मेरी तरफ से कोई अगर हेल्प, अगर कोई असिस्टेंस लगे तो मैं आई एम ऑलवेज अवेलेबल, येस, विद इन लिमिट्स ऑफ कोर्स, but I'm always there to help youngsters, of course part of Real Kashmir as well as teams other than Real Kashmir, but yes, I'm always there to help and assist.
सर, बिल्कुल आपका यहाँ पर शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहेंगे, आपने अपना कीमती वक्त दिया है हमारे कॉम बॉक्स में, तो आपने बहुत अच्छी नाइस इन्फॉर्मेशन जो है हमारे जो है व्यूवर्स तक पहुँचाई, तो ये बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त तरीके से आपका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहेंगे सर। तो यहाँ पर हाफ टाइम भी हो चुका है, बिल्कुल अगर थोड़ा सा कमेंटेटर्स के बारे में भी थोड़ा सा बताइए, या आपकी स्क्रीन पर आप देख रहे हैं?
कमेंटिंग काफ़ी अच्छी रही है। एक ही अगर आप मोर टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट पे ज़्यादा बात करेंगे तो मे बी आप वो व्यूअर्स को भी काफ़ी उसमें इन्फॉर्मेशन
मिलेगी। थैंक यू सो मच सर, एंड वी थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग हियर।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सभी नाजरीन का हमारे साथ आप जुड़े रहे। अभी तक इस गेम का जो पहला हाफ है वो खेल चुके हैं जो खिलाड़ी हैं, और अभी ब्रेक लग चुकी है गेम में। इसके बाद जो सेकंड हाफ है गेम का वो खेला जाएगा। तो अपने नाजरीन को बताते चले, आज जो पहला गेम यहाँ सिंथेटिक टर्फ श्रीनगर पे खेला गया, कश्मीर एवेंजर्स वर्सेस स्पोर्ट्स काउंसिल फुटबॉल एकेडमी के दरमियान। तो यहाँ पे जो कश्मीर एवेंजर्स है उन्होंने पहले हाफ में ही स्टेट जो काउंसिल है जो फुटबॉल एकेडमी है उसके खिलाफ 2 गोल दाग दिए हैं। तो अपने नाजरीन को बताते चले, फर्स्ट हाफ में जो प्रेशर बनाए रखा है कश्मीर एवेंजर्स ने एससीएफए के खिलाफ, तो देखने वाली ये बात होगी जो सेकंड हाफ इस गेम का होगा, क्या एससीएफए इस प्रेशर को क्रैक कर पाएगी या वो इस गेम को हारने के करीब ही है अभी। तो देखने वाली ये बात होगी जो कश्मीर एवेंजर्स है इस गेम को जीत पाएगी या जो एससीएफए है उनका प्रेशर जो उन्होंने उन पे बनाए रखा है उसको क्रैक कर पाएगी। तो देखने वाली ये बात होगी सेकंड हाफ में कौन इस गेम का विजेता होगा। तो हमारे साथ जो कमेंटेटर्स रहते हैं बीच बीच में, ये ब्रेक में कभी मैदान में भी आ जाते हैं, जो इनका मुशाहदा होता है गेम को लेके, इनकी जो एनालिसिस होती है, तो गेम के हवाले से इनसे हम बात करते हैं। तो आज भी ये जो हमारे कमेंटेटर्स मेरे राइट साइड में इरशाद महिद्दीन जो चंदारा पांपोर से बिलोंग करते हैं, और जो लेफ्ट साइड में मेरे शफी परा जो पट्टन से बिलोंग करते हैं। तो आज दोनों कमेंटेटर्स हमारे साथ अभी मौजूद है, तो इनसे बात करने की कोशिश करेंगे। तो शफी परा, सबसे पहले आपसे जानना चाहूँगा कि जो आपने फर्स्ट हाफ का यहाँ पे गेम देखा, कश्मीर एवेंजर्स अभी इस गेम में बढ़त बनाए हुए है, 2 गोल उन्होंने दाग दिए हैं, तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
I think it's very nice to see a team who's scoring goals in the first half of the match and taking a lead of 2-0. That's very important, and they have built up a very strong pressure on the opponents. And Sports Council Football Academy, they already have some sort of pressure because last time they have some terrible performance, and maybe some sort of body language was down, and their coaching. They will be given some pep talks and try to build up and reinforce the team and to come back in the second half, and let's hope they will be coming and they will bounce back in the second half of the match.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। इरशाद महिद्दीन, आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, चूंकि आप बगौर इस गेम का आपने मुशाहिदा किया, कश्मीर एवेंजर्स के पास जो खिलाड़ी हैं आउट ऑफ कंट्री भी कुछ खिलाड़ी हैं उनके पास, तो पहला जो गोल था कैल्विन ने दाग दिया। तो कैल्विन बहुत यहाँ पे माने जाते हैं क्योंकि इनकी तरफ से जो टीम है, कैल्विन जिस टीम में खेल रहे हैं, तो पिछली बार भी आपको याद ही होगा कैल्विन मैन ऑफ द मैच करार दे दिए गए थे। तो कैल्विन शानदार कारकर्दगी का मुजाहरा कर रहे हैं। तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप, अभी जो फर्स्ट हाफ हुआ है तो 2 गोल दाग चुके हैं कश्मीर एवेंजर्स के खिलाड़ी, उसमें एक कैल्विन ने ही दाग दिया, तो सेकंड हाफ में क्या होगा?
Yes, thank you, Mudassir. Yes, as we talk about Kashmir Avengers, Calvin, you just mentioned about him that he was a man of the match in the last match. Yes, he is playing brilliantly, and he is playing as a striker there, and if any kind of a chance which the midfielders or the passers given to him, and he just turned that into a goal. And today was the day as well, the first goal which came from Calvin today as well, and it was another one, Sajid, I think, was the second man who just hit the goal. And yes, they are playing brilliantly, and the passing too was absolutely brilliant, be it from the midfield or be it from the side passing, that was absolutely brilliant. I have just witnessed it from the team of Kashmir Avengers. Yes, there were certain chances for the team of SCFA as well, but they haven't converted those, and they were not in such a pace, the kicks were not in such a pace so that they could have just passed in I think from the sides towards the goal, but they have missed those chances. But in fact their coach is there, as you can see their coach Maharajuddin Vodo is working with them, so hopefully he will give some sort of a tips, as we know, everyone knows even from Kashmir that what sort of goal footballer he was, so that's why he will give some tips, and those tips may come out, and those tips may give some sort of advantage to the team of SCFA.
Anyway, thanks. शफी परा, आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि महराजुद्दीन वडू उनको अभी ब्रीफ कर रहे हैं, शायद वो स्ट्रेटजी उनकी चेंज है जो आएगी, तो क्या लगता है आपको अपनी जो स्ट्रेटजी है वो चेंज करने के बावजूद क्या इस गेम में कमबैक कर सकते हैं?
Why not?
क्योंकि कश्मीर एवेंजर्स मध्य मुकाबले उनके खड़ी है।
I think a lot of youngsters are playing for the Sports Council Football Academy, and when Maharajuddin Voodoo is here, I think there is no better option than Maharaj Bhai. I think Maharaj Bhai is really star of the valley, and he has represented I think at the national, even at international level. So he is hero, and he knows very well how to build up the youngsters at the very early age. So it doesn't matter if they will lose the match, and very important for them for Sports Council Football Academy is that they're going to get more experience from this match, and they are learning day by day, and they are having around some great coaching staff. That's a magnificent thing, and I believe that they have already won one match in this event. So it doesn't mean that they have conceded 2 goals and they will be out of the match. And cricket, football is a game of chances. If you get some chances, you have to convert them. As Irshad mentioned very well, that Kelvin and Sajid, once they got the opportunities, not only in this match but in the previous matches, once the ball was built up, it was sent into the penalty box. They tried their level best and executed the plans beautifully. So the anticipation should come very nicely from the penalty box area, from the strikers. That's what is happening for the team of Kashmir Avengers so far. And let's hope the strikers for the team of the State Football Academy, they will try their level best, and their defensive line should be much more stronger.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इरशाद। मोहिद्दीन, आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि महराजुद्दीन वडू एक इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर भी रह चुके हैं, तो अभी वो एससीएफ के खिलाड़ियों को ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं, यहाँ पे उनकी कोचिंग कर रहे हैं, अभी स्ट्रेटजी उनको बता रहे होंगे। तो महराजुद्दीन वडू साहब का जो इन खिलाड़ियों को, जो यंग बडिंग जो खिलाड़ी हैं, उनको ट्रेनिंग देना, उनको ट्रेन करना कितना फ़ायदेमंद उनके लिए?
This is much more sufficient for them that they are having such a star in their management, and he is right now their head coach. Yes, it is. They are fortunate enough that they are having such a star in their coaching, and he has just in the past, when he was playing during his playing days, he was such a star, and today he is a star in coaching as well as he was even before that. He has coached even the Hyderabad FC, Mohan Bagan, and he has worked with lot of clubs who are in India. So yes, it can prove a beneficial for the team SCFA. They are budding talents, as you mentioned. Yes, it is a very nice news for them that they are having such a star in their management.
बिल्कुल, क्या कहना चाहेंगे, ये जो एससीएफ की टीम अभी महराजुद्दीन वडू के अंडर उनकी कोचिंग चल रही है, उनको सिखा रहे हैं, तो क्या लगता है आपको आगे चल के ये जो यंग टैलेंट अभी इस टीम में आया हुआ है, तो आगे चल के ये कितना घातक साबित हो सकता है?
No, players coming from the academy, they are actually the future of the valley, and they are future of the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. So once you have got such a wonderful a mentor around, it means a lot, and it gives you more confidence, and mentally you are highly stimulated, and mentally you are highly motivated, because you know that the person who is mentoring us, who is teaching us, he is having sheer experience, and he himself, when he was playing for bigger teams at the national level, was really a big star. So they surely, I'm sure that the team Sports Council Football Academy will be pretty happy with the coaching staff, particularly with Mehraj Bhai and some other persons who are doing a tremendous job.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर। आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, चूँकि आपने गेम का जो अभी फर्स्ट हाफ यहाँ पे खेला गया उसका बगौर आपने मुशाहदा किया, तो आपको लगा कहीं पे जो एससीएफ ने कहीं गलती कर दी कि जो कश्मीर एवेंजर्स है 2 गोल दागने में कामयाब हो गए? अगर वो गलती ना करते, कहीं चूक हो गई उनसे, वरना कश्मीर एवेंजर्स अभी बराबर की होती?
बिल्कुल, मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि पहले 15 मिनट जो थे गेम के, या 20 मिनट मैं कहूँगा कि वो बहुत ही अच्छे थे। जब उनकी डिफेंस लाइन जो थी, बिल्कुल उन्होंने उसका दिफा किया था वहाँ पे। लेकिन उसके बाद जो 2 गोल आए थे वो कम ही अंतर में आए थे। मेरे ख्याल से 10 मिनट के अंदर वो गोल जो है वो दागने में कामयाब हुए थे वहाँ पर जो खिलाड़ी थे कश्मीर एवेंजर्स के। लेकिन कहने की बात यह है कि जो एससीएफए के खिलाड़ी वो बहुत उम्र में काफ़ी छोटे हैं, वो यंग बडिंग टैलेंट्स है, तो उनको ये करना चाहिए, एक तो उनको अपनी जो डिफेंस लाइन है उसको स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, उनके डिफेंडर्स जो है उनको स्ट्रॉन्ग होना है, और दूसरा ये कि जो उनको अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिली थी, 1-2 अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बिल्कुल मिली थी उनको, उसमें उतनी जो वो किक्स जो मार रहे थे, फिर वहाँ पे जो बॉल उनके पास आई थी उनके स्ट्राइकर्स के पास, वो उस पेस से वो किक्स नहीं गई थी। तो अगर वो उस पेस से वो किक्स जाती तो मेरे ख्याल से कम 1 गोल दागने में वो कामयाब होते।
चलो, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आपने अपने जो तासुरात है, आपने भी इस लीग के हवाले से, इस मैच के हवाले से जो हमने नाज़रीन को बताते चले। फिर से कश्मीर एवेंजर्स वर्सेस स्पोर्ट्स काउंसिल फुटबॉल एकेडमी का जो अभी गेम चल रहा है, उस गेम का फर्स्ट हाफ खेला जा चुका है और ब्रेक चल रही है अभी। उसके बाद जो सेकंड हाफ है वो गेम का खेला जाएगा। तो आप मेरे पीछे देख सकते हैं जो खिलाड़ी हैं अभी रिफ्रेशमेंट ले रहे हैं, उनका ब्रेक अभी चल रहा है। तो इसके फ़ौरन बाद ही खिलाड़ी मैदान में उतरेंगे, अपना जो प्रदर्शन है फिर से शुरू कर देंगे एक दूसरे के खिलाफ। तो देखने वाली ये बात होगी कि कश्मीर एवेंजर्स ने जो SCFA पे अभी अपना दबदबा बनाए रखा है। 2 गोल दागने में वो कामयाब हो चुके हैं। SCFA ने अभी कोई गोल नहीं किया है इस गेम में। तो देखने वाली ये बात होगी जो SCFA है क्या अपनी स्ट्रेटजी चेंज करके इस जो प्रेशर उन पे बनाया हुआ है कश्मीर एवेंजर्स ने उसको क्रैक करने में कामयाब रहेगी, या अभी भी वो कश्मीर एवेंजर्स के जो प्रेशर उन्होंने उन पे बनाए रखा है उसके साए तले ही रहेगी। तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप, चूँकि आज अब फिर से मैं मौसम की बात करूँगा आपके साथ। कल इतनी धूप खिली नहीं थी, लेकिन आपने जो वार्मर नहीं पहना हुआ था, आज धूप में तेज़ी है लेकिन आप फिर भी खोचा का वार्मर पहन के आए।
घर वाले यही बात बोल रहे हैं हमेशा, आप विंटर्स में कुछ समर का ड्रेसेस लगाती हो और समर्स में विंटर्स का ड्रेस लगाती हो। तो ये रहा है मेरी ज़िंदगी में बचपन से रहा है। और मुझे
आपको अभी गर्मी नहीं फील हो रही है इतनी तेज़ धूप है?
आई डोंट फील एनी हॉट एंड ह्यूमिडनेस एंड आई एम ऑलवेज लुकिंग लाइक टू बी अ पॉजिटिव पर्सन। एंड
क्या खाते हैं आप?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ। 5-6 घंटे मैं मतलब एटलीस्ट 5-6 किलोमीटर्स में वॉक हर डे करता हूँ। और मैं घर में भी काम करता हूँ एंड दैट्स माई हैबिट ऑफ चाइल्डहुड एंड आई ट्राई टू मेंटेन माई सेल्फ फिट बिकॉज आई एम प्रोफेशनली अ काउंसलर, आई एम अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट। सो इफ़ आई विल नॉट बी फिट देन हाउ कैन काउंसल अदर पर्सन। सो दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि मैं हर एक को कहता हूँ कि आप पहले चाहे हम स्पोर्ट्स खेलते हैं या जो भी कुछ हम करते हैं ज़िंदगी में, जो भी हम काम करते हैं, पहले हम पैसा कमाते हैं, फिर उसी पैसे को हम सेहत पे यूटिलाइज़ करते हैं। पहले ये सोचना चाहिए कि हमें अपनी सेहत को बिल्ड करना चाहिए, हमें सेहत को सही तरीके से रखना चाहिए। वाकई में जो आज हम बताते हैं कि हम स्पोर्ट्स को खेलते हैं ताकि लड़के जो ड्रग से दूर रहे, बाकी सोशल इवल्स को, मेरा जो ऑब्जेक्टिव रहता है कि पहले अपनी सेहत की तरफ ध्यान दो और बाकी चीज़ें खुद ब खुद आपके दिमाग में आ जाएंगे। और ये फुटबॉल जो गेम है ना, इसके लिए आपको 3 घंटे प्रैक्टिस करनी है और 90 मिनट्स आपको खेलना है। तो जब मैं फुटबॉल ग्राउंड में आता हूँ, मेरा काफ़ी ज़्यादा ताल्लुक़ है ग्राउंड के साथ। सो मैं हमेशा कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैं ग्राउंड में रहूँ, चाहे मैं खेलूँ या ना खेलूँ, लेकिन अपने सेहत पे खास ख्याल रखूँ।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका, इस हवाले से भी बात हो चुकी। तो ये जो हमारे कमेंटेटर्स हैं इरशाद मोहिद्दीन, पिछले 3 दिन से वार्मर में ही हैं। अभी क्या लग रहा है आपको? गर्मी फील हो रही है? अभी भी सर्दी लग रही है? क्योंकि आपको ज़्यादा सर्दी लगती है मेरी तरह।
आज मैं कह रहा हूँ कि मुझे बिल्कुल गर्मी आज महसूस हो रही है। तो आई थिंक कि मैं कॉम बॉक्स में जाके ये अपर शायद निकालूं।
मैच में भी गर्माहट आ सकती है अभी?
बिल्कुल, मैच में भी गर्माहट आ सकती है, तो उससे थोड़ी सी गर्मी हो जाएगी। तो मैं कॉम बॉक्स में जाके शायद मैं अपर वहाँ पे निकालूं। तो लेट्स सी द एटमॉस्फेयर ओवर देयर एज वेल एंड आफ्टर दैट आई विल सी।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप दोनों कमेंटेटर्स का मेरे साथ बात करने के लिए। तो हम अपने नाज़रीन को बताते चले, जिनकी आप आवाज़ सुनते हैं गेम के दौरान, मेरे राइट साइड में इरशाद मोहिद्दीन और मेरे लेफ्ट साइड में शफी परा, ये 2 कमेंटेटर्स हैं जिनकी आप आवाज़ गेम के दौरान सुनते हैं। लेकिन अब कहने वाली ये बात होगी और देखने वाली ये बात होगी कि जो पीछे खिलाड़ी हैं मैदान में आ चुके हैं, एक दूसरे के मद्दे मुकाबले ये खड़े होंगे। और जो कश्मीर एवेंजर्स 2 गोल उन्होंने दाग दी है, SCFA ने अभी कोई गोल नहीं दागा था। देखने वाली ये बात होगी क्या SCFA अपनी स्ट्रेटजी चेंज करके इस गेम को पलट सकती है या कश्मीर एवेंजर्स इस गेम को अपने नाम करने में ही कामयाब रहेगी। तो जो गेम का दूसरा हिस्सा है उसकी जो लाइव नशरियात है आप तक अभी पहुंचाई जाएगी, क्योंकि कुछ ही पल के बाद यहाँ पे गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है। तो तब तक दीजिए अपने मेज़बान को इजाज़त। आपको और हमारा अल्लाह निगहबान।